And finally, new rule, New York City has to stop exporting its garbage to the rest of America. The infamous garbage barge, the train of sewage sent to Alabama. And worst of all, now the city's most toxic trash has been carted off to Washington, D.C. No, New York is not sending us its best people. It's a great town, but it also breeds a certain type of obnoxious, in-your-face meathead that used to be safely quarantined by the lack of decent pizza west of the Hudson. But now they've gotten loose and taken over the whole country. Trump, Little Trump, Giuliani, Michael Cohen, the Mooch, the Mnuchin. Big personalities, colorful characters, guys who eat on the phone. Human steamrollers who would man-spread on a life raft. What the heartland used to call assholes. And someone from real America has to tell me why you like these guys now. How did the salt of the earth people get hooked up with the salt in the wound people? It's like watching the Country Music Awards hosted by Andrew Dice Clay. What happened to your values? What happened to good manners and monogamy? You're the my word is my bond people. These guys lie just to stay in practice. You're all about an honest day's work. Trump watches TV until noon. You're frugal. They spend like identity thieves who got a hold of your PIN number. You're stoic. Trump's a whiny little bitch. Well, here's my theory. You didn't like it that the country had been taken over by liberals and feminists and elites, whatever. So you were feeling vulnerable and disrespected. So you brought in some muscle from the East Coast for protection. And now you're married to the mob. Because that's what this administration is, a protection racket. That's what freaked out Comey about Trump. He had served Democrats and Republicans. He never worked for Childish Gambino. He couldn't believe it when Trump said to him, "I hope you can let this go." Like the health inspector just found a finger in the linguine. People call this presidency a reality show. It's more like a Scorsese movie. Everything Trump does is modeled on the mob. When he was accused of sexual harassment, he brought in Bill Clinton's accusers to sit in the gallery at the debate, just like Michael Corleone brought Frank Pentangeli's brother into court. Who does Trump surround himself with? Disposable lawyers and idiot members of his own family. Who's his worst enemy? The FBI. Where does his money come from? He's in construction. Forget about it. He's so much like a Don, his name is literally Don. What part of this isn't mob-like? They're using a legitimate front business, in this case the White House, to enrich the family. He's got a consigliere who says things like, men are disposable, but a fine woman like Ivanka? Who's writing this dialogue, Mario Puzo? Women and children, they can afford to be careless. But not men. Oh, please. Trump had a personal Luca Brasi-like bodyguard. He's got the Jew bookkeeper. He's got the up-and-coming good earner, Scaramucci, who's cut from the same cloth as the Don, Rayon. He's even got the fat guy from New Jersey who he keeps around to make himself look thin. And Joe Pesci is the campaign manager. Oh, and of course, Fredo. Fredo, who they send to handle little things, like peace in the Middle East. And then there's the muscle end of the family. Last week on Fox, Giuliani said, Michael Cohen did his job. He made it go away. Made it go away? That's what a fixer does. He makes things go away. That's why Cohen always has the look of a rat that can't get out of the toilet. And I must say, as someone who never liked Donald Trump, even before he got into politics, his being president has been quite a revelation. I always thought of him as an egomaniac and a blowhard. But I didn't realize until this very year that he was a cheap hood all along, a common thug. I never knew that. Michael Cohen once said to a reporter, tread very fucking lightly, because what I'm gonna do to you is gonna be fucking disgusting, you understand me? And according to Stormy Daniels, Trump sent one of his goons to tell her, hey, that's a beautiful little girl. Be a shame if something happened to her mom. This is what you get when you get in bed with the mob. And maybe that's okay with you. Maybe you said to yourself, this is the business we've chosen. But I gotta say, if you sold your soul to get protection from these two grandmas, the big pussy is you.